Hi Insta friends, welcome to another gab about a bag. The bag that we are gabbing about today is, you might tell by the clanking, no it's not clanking that much, the Chanel boy bag in the old medium size, and mine is in the aged gold hardware. So let's get into this bag. Where did I get this bag? I did purchase it from Fashion File pre-loved, and I got a pretty good deal on it, so I was pretty excited about that. I got it maybe November of 2019, so towards the end of the year. It wasn't on any special kind of sale or anything. It wasn't quite the holidays. It was just, you know, a purchase. So it is in the caviar leather, which is my favorite type of leather. I do love texture. I do love how the caviar, or sometimes called pebbled leather in other brands, glistens and catches light and all of that. So this was actually my dream bag, and I was so excited to be, or it was the dream version of this bag for me. So I was really glad to find it in excellent condition on Fashion File for an amazing price. So it does have the heavy duty strap. It is the push lock to open, giant flap, and then it reveals just one compartment and a pocket. It only came with its dust bag. It did not come with a box or the camellia or anything like that, which was fine by me. But that's probably one of the reasons I was able to get such a good price for it. It didn't include all the accoutrement, which is fine. And so you're probably pretty familiar with this bag. It's pretty noisy, so I'm trying to minimize the noise, but there's no real way around it. Like that, and it just kind of opens this way. So this is her. This is the beauty. And most of what I wanted to chat about today in the gab is what I use this bag for and what fits, and my completely unsolicited recommendations about whether you would like to buy this bag or the new medium size, because I was quite back and forth myself when I was considering purchasing a Chanel boy bag. So the difference between this old medium and the new medium is that the new medium is a little bit taller, and so it's got more of a boxy shape, which I don't think is as cute or as flattering. However, I do want to talk a little bit about some of the challenges I have with this bag. So most of what I am able to use this bag for is as a weekend bag, and it's quite a hefty price tag, you know, for a bag that I can't use all that often. But for my lifestyle, it does not work well as an everyday bag, mostly because of the limitations around what fits. So I'm holding it this way, and you're looking at it this way, yeah, and it looks like a pretty reasonable size, except one thing to note is that the edges come out farther than the actual bag, so there is a pretty significant indent, and the best way to see it is if I hold it like this, right? So from this angle, it looks like you've got plenty of room, but really the bag only comes to about here. So on either end, you lose about ½ an inch from the total measurement of the bag. And then the lining also doesn't come all the way to the edge of the bag. So I think you lose a couple, you know, less than ½ inch total, but you do lose some space on the inside because of that. So I'm gonna tilt my the recording down so that I can show you a little bit better what fits in it and how I use it. So like I said, it just opens to one big compartment, and I did do a reveal on this bag when I first got it, but I hadn't had a chance to use it yet. So now that I've had a chance to use it, I feel better able to talk about it. And I'm just gonna keep it open like this for a while, even though it is kind of bending the leather back. I don't think that'll do it any harm. So one of my go-tos for every day, like if it's going to be a work day or whatever, is my mini pochette. This is kind of a must carry if I'm going out for any extended period of time. It keeps lip balms, it keeps mints, it keeps band-aids, it keeps things that really I don't get through most days without needing at least once, especially like lip balms and mints and things like this hand cream, you know. So that does fit in here, but it doesn't fit the long way, right? So that's my first thought was put it the long way to save space. It doesn't really fit that way because then it won't close. You see that? All right, so you do have to put it the long way, which does mean then that it takes up most of the room in the bag. you know, so then there's not a lot of room for anything else. So any time that I'm going out for an extended period that I think I would need a lot of the things in here at some point, this is not an ideal bag. But on weekends where I'm usually going out for maybe just a couple of hours and then maybe coming home, or going out for something social and then coming home, it's not that big a deal. I would not recommend carrying a mini pochette or even a toiletry 15 in this bag. It just takes up way more space than it's worthwhile. I would just grab my chapstick or whatever and put it in here, which I will do in just a little while. So let's move on. The real essentials are my wallet, and I carry a mini wallet, so that works fine. Like, that's not a problem. All right, I'm gonna stick this there. My 6-key holder, just put that in there, no problem. My AirPods, I don't leave home without them, so those go in pretty well. And then an iPhone, so I'll just slide that in there. And these items only fit really great. There's no stress on the bag, there's no pressure, there's no tension or anything. So this is a pretty good amount of stuff to carry here. Right, so it all just kind of fits like that. There's room, and so if you do pick up like a stick of gum, or you end up having a couple of receipts, or you have to run into a drugstore and you have to carry home like some Advil or whatever, there's still a little bit of room. Not a ton though, right? This is just the bare essentials, and I'll put my hand in just to show you, like, it's not like you could fit a whole other thing in here. The one other thing that I do like to carry sometimes, and that does fit in here even with all this stuff, is my Nook. I love to read on the train when I commute, even if I'm going to meet friends or whatever, and sometimes I end up getting to the place I'm meeting people a little earlier than people, and I like to have a book with me, so I can fit that in. It doesn't cause any additional stress to the bag, and the bag does close pretty easily. All right, so in a situation where it's weekend and I just need this stuff, I would then just reach in here, and I'll just do that, grab a lip balm that I'm currently wearing. So I have this Fenty gloss here, and so I would just take that, put it in there, and keep it pushing. Right, so for me, this is a weekend pack. This is not something I could carry to work, right? I couldn't carry like my business card holder. I couldn't carry my mini pouch that has my additional credit cards or things like that. I certainly couldn't carry an iPad mini. I'm not even gonna try to fit that in here because I've already tried it and it does not close even without a case, right? So that's kind of what fits. That's the worst I have to say about this bag, is that even for its size and it looks, I don't feel like it fits a lot. But I'll leave that to you, you know, because I saw a lot of reviews before I purchased this, and a lot of people were like, it fits more than you think, it fits a ton. Does it though? I'm gonna say you decide. But for me, wallet, cell phone, keys, AirPods, and a lip balm is not a ton. That's just for my life and how I roll. Other than that, oh my gosh, I absolutely enjoy this bag to no end. I think it's so beautiful. I think it's so cool, so chic. It's like, you know, got Chanel vibes without being like a stuffy old lady bag. Let me tilt this up and I'll do some modeling shots. So I enjoy wearing it with like a leather jacket and this shawl, or a different shawl, and some dark jeans. I feel like kind of city, kind of punk rock, kind of like rocker chic. Rocker chic. That's how I feel when I wear this bag. So that's one of my favorite things about it. That's why I wanted it for so long. I do find the chain a little bit heavy, so this is not a light bag, but it's not uncomfortable because of the leather piece here. So it's pretty easy to wear for hours at a time, and I'll show you what it looks like on me. It does come with these two little buttons that some people say are adjustable. I'll let you decide, but I'll just say briefly, for me, if you remove the strap and you slide it up one slot, the little tag like this just hangs out like this, because yeah, if you slide it up one spot, it keeps sticking out like this. This bumps on the button here. It's got nothing to go into. I don't like that. So can you adjust it? Yes. Would I? No, I just don't like the way it looks. But I only wear crossbody mostly. So I would put it on crossbody this way and then just rock it like this. and that's how I've been wearing it, how I love it to the front. If I need it super easy to get into, you know, just give it a squeeze and open, pull out my things. Super convenient, super comfortable. People say it's fussy to close. I don't disagree. That it doesn't just close on its own. You do kind of have to look down, but right, like that's not a big problem. And I don't even mind wearing it to the back. I'm wearing my Madewell sweater with the little back opening, which I love, but then I got cold, so I had to put this sweatshirt on. But that's how it looks to the back and to the side. I'm 5'5", so this is where it hits on me. Okay, 5'4 3/4, and this is where it hits on me. With the shawl, I'll take the shawl off just so you can get a better view without all the bulk. But yeah, that's essentially it. So let me know your thoughts on this bag. Do you have a boy bag? Do you think you'll get one? Do you think it's too far a departure from, you know, the original Chanel classic bags? I don't know. What do you think? So this is it, like that. I think it's gorgeous. I'm glad I have it in my collection. Definitely one of my favorite bags, even though I don't get to wear it every day for the reasons that I've discussed, but I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. So do share your thoughts with me. Are you in the market? Would you add this one? Would you get the bigger size? Because, so I'm saying, right, this is the cuter version, I think, because it's not as boxy, but I'm also saying it doesn't fit as much as I wish it did. I don't know that even if I had the new medium size, I would wear it more. Do you know what I mean? Because I just think this is more flattering on my frame. So, you know, I do, one thing I would change is to be able to add a little bit more in here, but what can you do? It is what it is. So couldn't be happier, happy as a clam. Share your thoughts. Are you considering? Are you interested? And please get back. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care, fam. Peace.